SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington football team and the Los Angeles Chargers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Wentz. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Mojolion11's. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. They've got his man complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out. Now a handoff for Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
47-yard line.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A
40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
That's good.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Eckler, the ball carrier. He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And it's complete. Henry. This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
second.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Henry. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't want to run in any situation. Eckler is going to get the first down. They're going to play to vent. The defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks him, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender when you're in the right spot.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz. Heavy rush and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert completes it to Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Hamilton on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Pass complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the...
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert following the turnover. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Robert Foster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cameron Sutton on the return. Washington.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
24-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Washington.
The Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Wentz being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Washington first down.
Wentz now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, but unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Hamilton on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Open man here is Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert now. This is caught. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Washington on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle almost on the side. That means after run extra plays, harder to move it.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
Then on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the save. Uchenna make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.